Cuba, it's me. Welcome to episode 271 of the W.I.L.L.I.W show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Now, today I want to talk about the feelings I get, or you get, if you want to participate, the day before a show, the eve of a show. Man, so when you know you're going to wrestle the next day, for me anyway, I start getting excited. I start wondering what's going to happen. My brain starts playing through all the possibilities in my head, and I'm like, okay, I usually think so positive. I'm like, okay, you're going to go out there, everyone's going to love you, you're going to kill it, you're going to make a good impression. If it's a new crowd, there's a little bit of nervousness, like, oh, how are they going to react to me? What are they going to think? Because this character isn't for everybody, and when people first see it, it takes a little while to grow on them. So you get a bit of those butterflies, but you're like, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna have the best match I've ever had in my career, and I start to visualize things, and man, I get really into it, and I even sleep with my gear on. Just kidding, that was a joke. Um, Usually I do some chain wrestling with the cameraman, which is great because he sells nothing. So it's like, okay, well, you got to work extra hard for it. But I mostly visualize and I try and be positive, and I'm like, okay, everything's going to work out. And then after the show, I'm always so negative and find the one little detail that I didn't do well and really harp myself on that, which I'm trying to get out of that. But and I've been really good at getting out of that. But the day before a show, man, is there any greater feeling when you start being like, whoa, what's actually happening tomorrow? It's like a birthday or a holiday, and you're like, been waiting so many days, crossing off the days on the calendar, and you're like, it's tomorrow. And you just, well, for me anyway, I get so excited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be doing this wrestling thing that I always talk about, and it's gonna be amazing. There's gonna be people in the crowd watching me doing wrestling. The boyhood dream has come true. I want to know what you guys think. Do you start getting excited for the show the day before? Maybe it's way before. Maybe it's a couple days before. Maybe it's not until the day of the show when you're traveling there. Maybe it's not until you get into the venue. For me, when I get to the venue, it even amps it up more. You see the ring, you see the setup of where the chairs are going to be, you see the entrance. Because then I can visualize it even more. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to come out through there. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run around. I'm going to have so much energy. And everyone's going to love it and high-five me. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But it's good to think positive going in. I don't like to be a Debbie Downer before anything ever happens. I like to try and really positive seems to work best for me for everything in life, not just wrestling. So I really try and be like, okay, this is going to go smoothly. The crowd's going to react good to you. The wrestlers that you're going to compete against are going to be formidable foes, and you're going to really put on an exciting, entertaining match for the crowd together. And it's always fun wrestling against someone new, but it's also fun wrestling someone familiar, because when you're wrestling someone familiar, you're like, speaking for myself anyway, you're like, oh, okay, I know what we can do. I know how we do this. I know how to do that. Last time we did this, maybe we should mix this in a bit. But wrestling someone new, it's a completely different thing, and it's so fun because it's like, wow, you actually get to see how other people, what they do and how they put together a match and what's their story and how they see it through their eyes. And I just love learning, and I love learning about wrestling through the old guys and through the new guys, and just figuring out where the business is, what their perspective is on it, how they think the match will be good, or how they think they should put together a match to make it good. And I'm just really excited. And tomorrow I got a show in Hamilton. Check out my episode 266, Overcome, talking all about it. So I do hope to see people out there. But I really want to hear from you guys. What do you think? As a fan or someone that's involved in the show, when do you start getting excited for the show? And what feelings do you get? Like, what do you anticipate will happen? What do you hope for? Because as always, on the W.I.L.L.I.W show, like or you get a leg drop, comment or you get a clothesline, subscribe or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba.